Skin pays 6 generations, as we've talked about. Okay? And these are the averages, and this is how you capture all of that volume within those 6 generations. Okay? If you teach and train one person to become an executive, if you can just multiply yourself or duplicate yourself one time, okay, Nu Skin's pin title for you is you now become a gold executive. And they will pay you technically only on your first generation. But the average income of a gold executive is $9,000, okay, a year, residually, or $750 a month. Not bad if you really consider that. $750 a month, as we did in our previous example, would be almost $200,000 asset paying you at 5%. So pretty significant. Okay? If, however, you can duplicate yourself 2 to 3 times, your pin title or executive leadership title becomes lapis. And Nu Skin will actually pay you on your first and your second generation in your executive factory. Okay? The average is about $16,000 a year for a lapis executive, or roughly $1,300 a month. Okay? This is what some people, while they're going to school, actually make. So some people actually could replace their little part-time job and become a lapis. And I am talking part-time to become these things here. If you can duplicate yourself 4 to 5 times, find 4 to 5 people, you become a ruby. And Nu Skin will pay you your 3rd generation. We just showed a ruby plan and a different way of doing it with the circles, okay, and the ripple effect of a ruby making, okay, as much as $150,000 a year if everybody duplicated perfectly. And I understand that's a perfect world. The bottom line is it doesn't have to be a perfect world because many, many executives will be doing this organization or building with you. So a ruby makes on average about $34,000 a year, or roughly $2,800 a month. Now there's something happens magic at a ruby level. Okay? Since most people in America's total combined household income is $50,000 or less, okay, the average is $50,000. Okay, the bottom line is most people at Ruby say, I can do this full time. I can quit my day job. This is growing. I see the potential here. And 50% of these rubies go on to earn the highest levels, which we just walked that hallway. Okay, all of those people making on average $500,000 a year residually. So Ruby is critical. You can grab your 3rd generation. Okay, if you can teach and duplicate yourself and multiply 6 to 7 times, you can grab your 4th generation, and you actually now are making about $65,000 a year in residual income on average. Okay, so let's just say that's $5,000 plus per month. All right? And if you can teach and train 8 to 11, and for me, this is a critical part for people because most people only dream of making 6 figures a year. Okay, 8 to 11 is actually Nu Skin about $110,000. We'll call it $100,000 here to keep the math easy. You'll make $100,000 a year residually. Okay, now how much would you have to have in the bank to make $100,000 a year? We just talked about this. It'd be $2 million. So by teaching and training 8 people to 11 people, you can make $8,333 a month, which would be the equivalent of having $2 million in the bank. That's pretty significant if you think about that. This is why this has better mechanics of wealth. And if you can teach and train 12 plus, and this is where it becomes dynamic, now you're going to see a massive jump here. Okay? $500,000 a year. So this is $500,000 a year, $41,000 and change, we'll call it $42,000 a month residually. Why the big jump?
Because there's the most people on your 6th
Remember
generation.
the circle? 1 million people if you just talk to 10. Okay, we each talk to 10 to 10 to 10 to 10. 1 million. This is why the big jump. This is why we strive to basically do this 3 times. Okay? And usually by the time you're a Ruby, you know what you're doing. Okay? You can actually do this presentation very effectively, and it's easier to show people that you're serious about the business, and most people become full-time right here. Okay? Depending on what kind of income they need to replace. So, 50% of the people that make it here go on to this position right here. And that's how you grab your sixth generation. But I want to talk about something a little bit better statistically.